From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go. 11. It's hands.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll be taken down right around the 27. 2nd and 5.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
They go play action with Burrow. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And the Dolphins are going to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
On first down, Richardson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
target. That's complete. Down inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Khalif Raymond, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. Again, it's Burrow.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Flush to his right.
He'll get that one to Carter, complete.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Throwing again, it's Burrow. That is incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. And Burrow going to change the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tony Pollard from 13 yards out. And the Bills have regained the lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because giving up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to...
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Christian Watson.
62 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
In motion goes Raymond. First and 10, it's Richardson.
Complete, this is Mitchell.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
He's still on his feet.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Here we go. Strike. Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
They'll roll him out right. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Anthony Richardson
taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now Burrow on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On second down, it's Pollard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Play action. It's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Burrow will throw. Flushed out right.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long.
Looking downfield for Pollard.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level.
The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Come on.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Ready.
And they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
18 Bradley. 18 Bradley. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Richardson working from the gun.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Here's Pollard again.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
11, 11, 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That's dumped off to Pollard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
That's caught at the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his man, Pollard.
Touchdown! Tony Pollard with career touchdown number 70.
And the Bills have yet again retaken the lead.
The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
19 tight.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
They go play action with Richardson.
Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Now Richardson.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Richardson looking to throw.
And now he's caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Nico Collins.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Dolphins have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Ready?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because
he's got a man complete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Rolling to his right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Christian Watson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Burrow on play action.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like
touchdown Bills. Tony Pollard, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills have got it back to within a score.
The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2.
11, mighty.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a two-point conversion, and that makes this a one-point game now. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Dolphins are going to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Richardson to the air on first down.
Flush to his right.
Across the formation, and he gets this to Miller.
A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. QB sneak, Richardson.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Open man has got it, the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action with Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now Burrow on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Again, it's Burrow.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
Down the left sideline.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance.
And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
11.
Play action. It's Burrow. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow.
He finds his man, Pollard.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Burrow. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's complete right around the The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and goal. Burrow. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Now this is picked up by the bit. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Now they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They go play action with Richardson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Bills are right back in this football game. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now Burrow. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Burrow.
There's that man again. It's complete. And now off to the races. Down the right right side.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a
touchdown? Tony Pollard, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
Come on, ready?
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
To throw, Burrow.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful, and we've got ourselves a tie football game.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Now Richardson. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
On the handoff, Mitchell.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Richardson to throw it. That's taken in by Knox.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Richardson.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Richardson.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Richardson.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
No timeouts remain. 8 seconds on the clock.
11 MT.
Burrow.
Looking deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Gun.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
They gotta go.
Throwing, Burrow.
He's going to go up top again. This is caught inside the 15. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And the Dolphins are going to recover.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Richardson across the formation, and he gets this to Miller.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Richardson on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. They could have tried for the field goal to take the lead, but scratch that.
Yeah, they decided to go ahead and try and win it right now, and now we understand a little bit more about the mindset of different teams in regards to the rules of overtime since they changed. A touchdown, you win it right then and there. You kick the field goal, they have a chance to retaliate. They didn't want that, obviously.
QB sneak, Richardson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They've got the jumbo set out there. A huge play in this overtime session. It's 3rd and inches. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. And now 4th down. What do you do?
And after being stuffed on that play, it puts a little doubt in the minds of a head coach who has the football, I'm sure. Do we go for it here, or do we take the 3 points and continue to play on? Because you know he wants to get in the end zone. That ends the game. But I've been on the defensive side before. They've got to be energized right now and almost challenging them to go for it because they've got to be confident.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Miami,
they level their mark at 4-4 on the year.
And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.